pixels. Coming across you from a network, it's going to be slight potato vision because it's the Chromebook camera and it's not necessarily that great. I don't normally use it for that. I also notice a bit of flicker here. Can you see the flicker? That is going to be positive modulation. Hold on. Oh, swamp out. That's better. That's got rid of the flicker. Okie dokie. A bit of a whiteout now, right enough. So who's here? Herbert Trouser Fancy, Slor, Kevin Hardesty, Rifleman, Pete Webb. I didn't get Jägermeister. That's not so great. Flicker free and looking fine. That is excellent. I'll just tilt that down a bit. It looks like new accommodation, temporary accommodation. It's a different flat from normal. It's the same block we've had in the past, but this time it's it's a smaller flat, and there's only 2 of us going to be in this one, and it's different. Kind of prefer the other one, simply because I've been there for so long. I mean, all the rooms are fairly similar, but it's just nice to be able to be in the same room for a multiple of years in a row. But anyway, this will do. The 100 is also in temporary accommodations. Is this work related? Are you near the castle? No, Iris. I wish I was. It's nowhere near the castle. It's a very long walk to the castle every single day. I'm going to turn this down a wee bit. See the flicker come back in again. It's either you're going to get pallid ghost white or you're going to get a bit of flicker. Is different good or bad? It's fine. It's all right. It's not. I've got a bigger kitchen and socializing area as the other flat, but that's okay. It looks as though the others will be in the floor down below. So it's a similar sized building they're going to have. They're going to have the same sort of flat layout. It's an okay room, Mouse. It's got a nice view out the window. I've got a choice, me being first here. There were 3 flats in this block, and I had a choice of just basically, one was basically a tree right in front of the window, which is quite nice. Another one was the side of the tree, and another one is a more panoramic view, but as you may hear in the background, there is noise. Now, is this microphone active? Can you tell me if that's making noise? Because I can't. Oh, it is, yes. That's good. That's good. It's just plugged into the jack on the side of the Chromebook. And I've got the supercomputer up there. And remember to check. Oh, this is going to be different. Now, I'm seeing it back to front from the normal. That's why I was just all over the place there. Remember to check if you're... Oh, wait, no, is it? Hold on now. I'm not sure if this is reversed when it goes out to you guys. But anyway, yeah, it's fine. Remember to check it's live. That's what I was going to say. It's connected to their Visit Edinburgh network, which is the network that's available to tourists staying at the university accommodation during summer when the students are away. It'd be nicer connecting to their super duper high speed educational net, EduRoam. Someone sent me a link to do that, but I'm always a bit cautious about doing stuff like that. Not sure. You're not mirrored. Aha. The main identifying factors being the earring and the big gap in the teeth. Excellent. It's the earring, Revman. It's the plate option. Are you excited about being an Emberclad? Apprehensive, because we've just got all the drawings through for the job. So it means it's going to be pandemonium, as it always is. See, what I could do is I could put the earring over. I'd have to tape it because there's no hole in that, just to throw you off the scent there. There'll be no riffles today because that thing there that can evacuate the entire block and automatically call the fire brigade, and that kind of puts a damper on things, I have to say. So I'm not using the phone setup. I'm strictly coming from the Chromebook this time. Ah, did you bring your teeth, did you? Yes, I did, just in case I need the teeth. Not that I'll be wearing them at work. When was it last tested, though? They test it regularly. Christopher Phillips, they basically they have a routine that, you know, someone goes around and does a test at a specific time, one day of the week. They get tested an awful lot. How long does it take to get set up and ready for the show? Most of the work will be done within a week. Typically, we'll start on the Monday. The trucks will arrive about 7 a.m. or something like that. Immediately just lay in, and by Thursday, we'll be focusing the show. Is it 7 days a week while it's running? No, Pie Man. It's a 6 days a week. 2 shows on the Saturday, 1 show every other day, and then no shows on a Sunday. We could do the whiffles outside, yes. Any cool new electronic gadgets too? I do not know. What I do know is that the usual sound team are not with us this year, which is disappointing. It'll be interesting to see who's actually doing the sound instead. Hopefully, they're good to get on with as the other guys were. What is that hotspot? That's strange, that hotspot. It's at the top of the screen. I wonder what's causing that. It's kind of flaring out in that light up there. Have they told of any equipment you cannot take apart this year? I don't know yet, Andrew Dignan. Certainly the stuff is going to be older now, so it will be out of its warranty because it really was like the latest stuff. But I really don't know what the situation with that's going to be this year. Depends what goes wrong. Why is that sound team, Ian Cooper? I don't know. I thought they did a great job. There must be a reason. Reflection of Super Peter on roof. What? Super Peter, Craig Matthews. Try turn the overhead light off. That might swamp things out. But you know, I could give that a go. It's not too bad. It's going to swamp me out more, though, isn't it? What if I then turn this down a wee bit more? Oh, that's introducing this thing is pulse width modulated. I was well impressed with the sound last year, Barry Shepherd, as you should be, because the guy that does it is really autistically super duper geeky on the sound. Point the lights to the wall. That would make quite a loud crunching noise, Horavac. Owing to the fact it's physically screwed to the underside of the shelf, there is no lighting that I can adjust. Do they do drone displays? No, they can't do the drone displays. They do fireworks, but not drone displays because there's nowhere. Any of those drone displays you see have to be done above areas of land that there's no people, because occasionally a drone just blips and drops out of the sky. So we can't do that in the capital city of Scotland for obvious reasons. Do you bring any portable video lights with you when you're away from home? I've got some, not just, I didn't bring them with me, but I've got a little mini studio setup that lives at the Tattoo in a locker. Perfect exposure with your hands either side of your head. Waiting out, waiting out. Yeah, see, that would be perfect there, but you don't get that. Honestly, it's better the overhead light off. That's reasonable enough. What about this light off? Oh no, that's a wee bit too grainy. Why is it called tattoo? Supposedly Girage. And I don't know if this is just folklore. It's tap toe tendo, which means turn off the taps. And it was supposedly someone marched through the town telling all the bar owners to turn off the taps so the troops didn't get too drunk and they'd come home and go to bed and be all fresh for war in the morning. I don't know. It's just one of these things. I don't know if that's real. I seem to recall you bought a printer and left it there. That is still to be seen if it survived, Simon Allen. Did it survive a very harsh winter? Did it survive being in a storage container with clearly marked this way up, but people just randomly pick up boxes without even reading, loads of big text all over them. There's no saying if it's just been picked up and thrown into a corner and it's upside down or sideways and all the ink is now soaked into the printer and box. I do not have a white t-shirt. All I could do is get my top off, and that's not going to happen because of the perverts. I don't know what to do. What if I got a towel and used it as a cape and draped it over like that? Is that better? Now I'm going to overheat though. Work is getting in the way of the live stream. This is bad. But what I brought with me this time, which it's my big, huge Tupper studio with the LEDs in it and the wee camera hole in the end, which maybe I'll just leave that there this time. You look like an overlord. I'm a Scottish lord, apparently, according to what's the name of that website? The land titles, like Scottish titles. That's a load of shit. That you don't get a title if you own land in Scotland. Craig Matthews, yes, it is 12 volt, powered by this properly rated heavy power supply. Look, the high priest. I am the high priest. Ian Cooper, Reverend Clive, if you're going to give him my correct title, the one that they just give you online. Patented by Dave Jones, yes. Established titles, that's the ones. Established fakery, that's the one. Naismith, I don't want to know your confessions because they'll probably be full of dirt and sleaze. Dr. Reverend, indeed. Still glitching out. I'm not really surprised, but found that the network available to the masses was not that great. But we'll see what happens. Clive, you want my confession? No, Christian Herald, I don't, because it probably involves Kevin. You do have excellent visual contrast now. Well, this is good. I'm a reboot. It's my network, I think, Clive. Well, that could be it. My confessions would be pure and unperverted. I don't think so, Horovac. I think you have dark secrets. This is mushroom cup soup with croutons. There's a moth behind you. A moth? Where is the moth? I don't see a moth. But I wouldn't surprise because the window is open. These flats are just super hot. For some odd reason, they're just like radiantly hot. Only boring people don't have dark secrets. Indeed, Girage. Everybody has a little secret. Everybody's got a kink, their trigger that makes them come. Yeah, that's it. The heating is probably on. I've already turned off, Grant. I've already turned off the towel radiator with the open window. It's just like Let's just blow power out the window here. Christian Howard, no, Kevin is not in one of the rooms. You and your unhealthy obsession. Mastication ASMR from the mic placement, I see. Did you bring a fan with you? No, Electron Box. And I only made a video about a fan yesterday, but to be honest, the amount of stuff that I had to bring, including all the tools, I filled the rucksack and had a bag, and to be honest, any more would have just been too much. So anything like that, I can actually buy a fan if I need one. You could wear a white mitre hat for better that is true, a big pointy papal hat. I didn't think Ember gets hot. Well, it's been pretty hot today. It's been doing what Glasgow's been doing. Blistering sunshine and then absolutely apocalyptic rain, then more sunshine. Is this the same university accommodation last year with an EduRoam network available? It is indeed on Kelsqua. But it's a different one. And if anything, this one is hopefully better because it's a more modern building. And there is an EduRoam available locally. Let's see what networks are available locally. I shall bring down this remote terminal and hold it in an odd way. It's on a tripod. I was doing some tests. Network and internet. Wi-Fi, not connected. EduRoam, ResNet, VisitEd, and then BT Wi-Fi. That's odd. That's all that's in the vicinity here. EduRoam and ResNet and VisitEd, they've all got fairly good reception. I wonder if they're all coming from the same router. I'm not really sure. Don't know. Found I could buy 10 complete control boards from Amazon next day delivery for $7.50, no contest. Sorted her unit out. Now have some spares to make some lights myself. Oh, the Sisters LED solar lights. Yeah, the control boards do get damaged. The other way to get a replacement one is to basically just get a dollar store light, and they're basically ultimately £1 for everything, including the battery. So that's quite good. Same access point, Clive. Is it the same access point? There is one big access point out in the hall. What we did last year that improved things greatly was we unplugged it and plugged it in again because we were getting really bad connection before. There is also a wired network connection point there. Oh, there is a bug flying about. I shall have to annoy the bugs. Beats NHS free Wi-Fi or indeed any public transport. They're getting better now, but they used to be terrible. How's the new digs? Just moved in, Star Delta. They're typical. They're what you'd expect. It's a single bed. A single bed that is basically the... Oh, first thing I've done was go and get some stuff, including a firmer pillow. I was looking for memory foam. I got this one. Copper infused pillow. Does that mean it's conductive? The only reason I got this one is because it was cheap, because they obviously weren't popular, and it's what was the firmest one that, because I was squeezing all the packets in Sainsbury's to see which was the firmest. When it says copper infused, what I'm seeing here is copper colored thread embroidery. It's a pillow with copper emblazoned across it. Into the microwave it goes. Yes. Back, rebooted the router, think fixed it. Well, that's good. Yeah, the towel is for, I'm not out of the shower or anything like that, although there is it's so odd. They've got these things like when you walk into the hall, the LED lights come on and it's the energy saving feature, and then they go off again when you're not there. And then you turn on the shower and there's only like, it's either off or it's absolutely ridiculously overpowered, blowing lots of boiling hot water all over you. I might run a 10 milliamp bond just in case, and I'll connect it into a ground here to screen me from the electromagnetic radiation. Paid £36 on a Network Rail branded t-shirt on eBay. The power of scrolling on eBay with alcoholic beverages, I don't regret it though. That's like me recently getting the yellow Mighty t-shirt. Or actually, it's a polo shirt, I think. Yeah, corporate attire with the logos on them. Yeah. Sometimes they sell it really cheap because they don't realize how popular that is. You get the overalls with the Network Rail on them. Make sure there's no dodgy sockets at pillow. There's nothing actually there. Everything is kind of like modular and integrated. Oh, there's another thing I could have done for more light from another direction. Hold on, I'm just going to get more light from another direction. There we go. More fill light from that direction. Is that helping much? Probably not. This is too hot, actually. No, this is coming off because it is like ridiculously hot. Oh, no. No, that was a bad move, wasn't it? The only other thing is to take the top off. No, perverts. Right, it's on to the first alcoholic drink, which is heavily frosted from the freezer and also quite heavily dented, which doesn't bode well for opening this up. Oh, Omega Chaotix, I don't have internet right now, running out of data, short stream for me, I suppose. Remember that you can just turn the resolution way down to the absolute minimum in the settings on YouTube, and it will save a considerable amount of your data. I would take it off. It would solve the problem, but you'd be disappointed because I'm not hairy. Careful, I don't want to explode after it got too cold. Excellent. FW update to the really use my phone has given me access via web server web interface back. It's so hot that, you know, it might end up coming off anyway. I took off a towel. It was too hot. The towel was over just for contrast. Doing the stream topless just seems like inappropriate. But you know what? It's swelteringly hot. See? Pale, pallid. I'm very, very white. Yeah, that's going to encourage the wrong people. White balance is better, yes, now that it's all white. Now this is technically speaking, one of the conditions of using the internet with the University of Edinburgh is you don't use it to stream pornographic or nude content. I think I may be in violation of that. I'll tell you what, though, it is so hot. The window is open. I may have to defeat the safety mechanism and open it further because it is just so hot. Now lose the pants? No. I could get a white t-shirt, Mike Page. I may get a white t-shirt. That might solve the problem for the contrast. It can be done. There's no shortage of t-shirts in Edinburgh. Ethel, Fred, you join the rest of us who are topless, I see. This is how I'd normally walk around the house if I was like running so hot. Stick some duct tape over the raspberries, Mr. Pugh. Yes, or clamp on some things. So just before heading away, you know how I got up, I got to bed at a sensible time last night after making a few videos. Starting a few videos, you won't see them yet because I've taken the pictures, I've taken it apart. Now I have to print the pictures off, which means I have to go to work and hope the printer's working before I can do that. And then the rest of the video can be made. But anyway, do we have to be topless now? Scott Dickinson, if you wish to join in the summer stream, yes, you can. But watch you don't get hypothermia if you're in a cold part of the world. But anyway, I've been conking, you know, the last few visits to Glasgow, I really struggled to sleep. I was very disrupted sleep, and ended up just getting like 2 hours sleep a night and was suffering major sort of like sleep deprivation effects. But this time, I just couldn't stay awake. I've been sleeping really heavily. Mum was out at day centre, says, wandering around naked, only just got back into the bedroom before her carers walked in. Ah, Chipmunk, good timing. Do you often make vids with taps off? No, Craig Matthews. This is a rare thing, and it's only because it is swelteringly hot. Buy a vest from M&S. Don't they call them wife beaters in the USA? That's the sleeveless shirts, the sort of bodybuilder shirts. You know, the small people at the gym that wear these ridiculous shirts and it's supposed to make them look big. Must be warmer in Edinburgh than it is here in Hamilton. It's not topless weather here at all. It just feels hot here, Grimshaw. But then again, keep in mind that I normally run at a fairly high temperature. Here it'd be a string vest. Ah, Chris Wenham, I have a friend who used to fly passenger jets. His kit included a white noise generator so he could sleep at night in each strange hotel room. It does help you sleep. It just knocks you out. I use a fan, a HEPA filter fan, running at just to make an ambient background noise. And here, just this window open is creating a lot of car noise from outside. Have you done a video making the false teeth? I've not, Bobby E. York. Feeling a bit awkward about that, but yeah, I probably will. String vest the best. I've not seen one in ages, Paul Norman. I suppose they still sell them. Bet they're on eBay. A USB fan might help. Something to stir the air. Chipmunk. My mum went into daycare, just sort of a socially type thing, and we'd drop her off. And it's the point Ralph would, it was Ralph's original idea that he'd drop her off and then I'd pick her up at the end of the day. And then she'd come back to my house and stay in it overnight in her own wee bed and bedroom in there. And then go back the next day. It didn't work. She did not like staying at my house just because it wasn't her usual zone. So I'd pick her up and spend the day with her. And then I'd take her home and I'd stay over at Ralph's place with my mum while he took a day's break at my place. What actually happened was, though, she hated it. It was almost like taking her to school. She did not enjoy it. The staff were very nice, but they didn't like having her there because she was really disruptive. And one day I took her and she was just like, I said, do you not want to go in? She said, no. And then that was it. I just went in and told them that she wasn't going to be coming in the future there. And we just went for walks and had coffee stuff instead. Is it Woofle? It's past Woofle time. The closest I can give you is this really shit. Flicker flame candle, which cost £2 in Glasgow, and it's got the pulsed coil, but you may see that. Are you going to see it? You're not really seeing it. See how the brightness of the LED just fluctuates down because it's pulsing a coil, it's driving a bright yellow LED, and it's using little alkaline type cells, those tiny little cells, not even a lithium cell. So that's not going to last too long. But it was £2. What do you expect? Hardy's Hardware in Cathcart Road. That's a shame. Mum, loves it. My mum loves it. They do reminiscent things to people, music indeed, and she gets to do crafts. Yeah, absolutely. And everybody else was having fun, but my mum was disrupting it by being a bit of a tyrant. Mm. Yes, LR44s. Terrible choice. Well, I'm so impressed by the massive fireballs. Are you ready for another whiffle? There you go. That's all you're going to get because of the fucking smoke detector. But not to worry. We'll make up for it on the tattoo because we've got explosives in the tattoo. It's military. There is no limit to how much boom you can have. I noticed that one of the pyro guys is just trying to find the gas canisters because there's some sort of shortage of the gas canisters at the moment. They're refilling them, but they're not giving new ones out. How long do you there for this trip? Till the end of August, and then yeah, and I'll be back in early September. I could put a rubber glove over the smoke head, but there are still, setting the alarm off and also tampering with it. I'm not really sure that would earn me any points at all. You could have brought over that combined fan light. There's nowhere to plug it in. These are all stuck to the ceiling LED lights that you can't change the lamps in them. I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that one is able to take it. Not sure. Shower caps work great in smoke detectors. Yes. Yeah, the electron box. If you want to make the batteries go bang, just put them on a brick and point a blowtorch at them, and because they're hermetically sealed, they can't release the pressure, and they explode forcibly. I used to be able to solder to LR44s. Only about 1 in 4 exploded. Yes, not really recommended soldering to batteries at all, unless they've got the tabs. No Wiffles fizzy wine instead. I didn't even get much alcoholic beverage. That can come later. I literally have just arrived this afternoon and a few hours later done the stream. Yeah, CR2032s, they make a loud bang. You'll find videos of that on YouTube. It's not the lithium. It's the fact it is a hermetic seal of a little pressure chamber. Megadix, don't forget to offer the Corvids some unsalted peanuts while you're traveling for me. At least what? Corvids? Thought I was watching Hugh Edwards for a moment, Paul White. Yeah, sorry, it's just too hot. And also there was a slight contrast issue with lighting with the dark shirt. Oh, the little mesh separator in the 2032 makes a decent replacement for the gauze screen and taps. Ah. Oh, crows, magpies, and ravens. And rooks. Aha. Hmm. Well, these aren't lasting too long. 5% volume, raspberry mojito flavor cocktail. It's not too bad. Aldi's finest. I should drink the other one now because they're out the freezer, so like they're going to be warming up. I guess you're well insulated motor building, Clive, hence why you're too warm. Absolutely, Graham Shaw. It's well that the doors open, the windows open. It's a rare show off their intelligence. What? The crows. Aha. I do like crows, to be honest. The farmers don't. This one's a Cosmo. I'm not sure what Cosmo is. Stefanoff. Do you think that's a rip-off of Smirnoff? Yeah, that's a problem. If they get too familiar with you, they'll expect food all the time. They recognize my van now and heckle me for food. That's it, chipmunk. Crows can make tools, apparently. That wouldn't surprise me, Naismith. They're fairly intelligent. Ah. My knee's still playing up. Not much fun when you can't kneel down or go downstairs forwards when you're renovating a house. Oh, I know that few electron box. You know, one thing that I'm dreading this year is a particular staircase in Edinburgh Castle, which is very, very long. It's steep. It's just absolutely unpleasant to climb. Fortunately, I only have to climb it usually about twice a day. Grant Rennie, crows leave me little gifts. If you're really good to a crow, the most special gift they will leave for you is a hazelnut. I've also had crows leave coins for me that they have found. I wonder why. I guess the hazelnut is a fairly special treat to them. Reverse lockdown video, shirt off, pants on. Yes. Hmm. Darren Rhodes had a pet magpie when I was a youngster. Yeah. I know a lot of people have strange pets. Omega Chaotix, I received a wood knot as a gift last week. I went crazy with excitement. Ah. Don't they install a temporary lift elevator just you to two? We have two lifts, Diffmal. We have the traditional rack and pinion climbing goods lift, which is used for the catering goods and for disabled people.